Hi, Stephanie Ann from the past. It's Stephanie. Let me start over. Hi, Stephanie Ann from the future. It's Stephanie Ann from the past. And today is day 7. Oh my gosh. Today I actually spent the entire day and we went swimming and now my bangs are all clumpy and greasy looking and it's horrible. But I spent the day with the same friends I've been spending the last few days with. The last couple days with. Oh gosh. This is just horrible. Let's just ignore that. Anyway, I spent the day with them and this is gonna bother me forever until I find like a solution to my problems. Oh my goodness, there are ants all over the place. Anyway, I will ignore it. I'm receiving a lot of stuff from that friend because now my iPod is like, hey, you have Wi-Fi, so you're gonna get... Oh, it's 10:27. So, today was really just fun. Like, it was just a fun day. We went swimming and I was there at this friend's family's who's celebrating a first birthday for the little girl that her nephew's baby girl, who's so cute. And so we had her first birthday party, and like I didn't know these people, so it's like random. I'm sorry, you have no idea who I am, and I'm at your baby's birthday party. But yeah, we just went swimming. These ants were everywhere, and it was really fun though, like hanging out with them. And Nori, the one that we dropped off, and she's about now an hour and a half away, so gas and everything and all this issues will stop us from being able to see each other quite often. So she was just visiting in town for a while. And now we're like, we're gonna miss you! And I really like bonded with her and we were just being silly together and developing each other's speech habits, as I say. And like the little things that she would do, I'm like, oh my gosh! Like we would do stuff like that and just make her voice like go really back. And just everything, and it's like you know, I like that. I like people you can be weird with. Because I tend to be really weird, you know? And, I mean, while growing up, I struggled with getting along with people because I was shy. But I was just so different, I guess. And then as you get older, it's like, I went through a rude joke stage, and then I felt like a horrible person, so I like wanted to change my entire life, become a better person, be more giving, be more kind to people. Like that's who I wanted to be. And then became that person, and then met a person that would be in my life for a battle, and then that taught me a lot more on love and patience and everything, and went through that, and then here I am. And I'm still weird, of course. I'm still Stephanie. But it was really cool just hanging out and bonding and joking about, like, keeping our jokes going and remembering everything and making up stories, and yeah, so when we left, I was just like, I'm gonna miss you, and giving hugs, like 50 hugs, and being all silly and like, oh my gosh, and crying as we leave. And she's only an hour and a half away, so that's better than the friends I lost to other states and stuff. But yeah, I got to bond with her, and she has an iPhone, so that's awesome because I have an iPod and I can just contact anyone with iPhones, and it's not even like cell phone service, so yeah. But of course I can contact her with my phone as well, but this one's fun because you can do videos and memos and whatnot, so I can keep updated with her with that, so we'll be okay. I do love my shirt. It's like, I like the stripy and the stars. I got this at Walmart, so it's random. And I love my shoes. I've had these shoes for a while. Yay! I just like them because they're red and white. And anyway, so that's pretty much how my day went. It was spent with them, and I just got home. And I'm going to shower because my hair is nasty from pool. And I'm all dirty. So I do want to shower and get it all off. And I'm just going to go crazy with these ants. I cannot stand little black things moving. They just, it just tests my patience. It's like I'm always been like the patient person, and like so many things I just handle it quietly. But because of that, it's like I get the impatience with the tiny little things that don't matter, like ants. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just want to go crazy. But whatever. So that's pretty much how the day went. And as for my thoughts, I was talking with one of the friends, on the one driving us back, who lives in this town as well. We were just talking about, like, just stuff in life and, like, what you go through and then what it teaches you. And it was really nice talking with her. And we were seeing, like, how what you go through, like, you may think it's one thing at one time, but either way it taught you something. And it was just, as she said, like a stepping stone to something better and something different. And I told her, I was like, yeah, that's, you know, how I saw it, is that everything that I went through was all for a purpose, though, and it was okay. It was okay that I went through it because God knew He would pull me out, that I would go to Him and He would pull me out, and I would be okay in the end. And that it was possible for Him to take out all the attachment that I had and the feelings and everything that, you know, attached me to something that hurt me. But when He found me ready to pull me out, it was like, okay, Stephanie, you are done, and yeah. So it's, you know, I don't regret it or anything. I'm like, you know, I needed that, because it's like during that time, there are things just, I needed that time. And we were also talking about, like, if there, you know, that someone out there that, because it wasn't who I thought it was, it would be someone else. And so me and her were talking about, oh my gosh, another ant, and I'm going crazy. Die. Ah. Oh my gosh, another one. Don't look. Little tiny things crawling everywhere. It just annoys me. Anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, the person that came along, and then all these feelings developed, and then for the first person I ever even knew in person, and like the only guy I ever knew. And ow, hurt myself. But because of that, me and her were talking about how, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Wish I could rewind. What was I saying? I was going somewhere with that. Oh yeah, so, I remember now. So we were talking about how when you know someone, it's like you learn something from them, and even though at the time I had wanted, like I had desired something with them, but if they're not the right person for me, then I didn't want it to happen, so, I mean, it didn't happen, so I suppose that's what it means. But, it's like, you learn from them, though, and that if the person you are to be with someday, if you desire that, if that's what is in your heart, is to be with someone eventually, or however you can explain that, I don't even know. But, well, since my battle had to deal with feelings, it's just like, that's why everything goes together. You already know this, Stephanie, so it's no big deal. But it's like, that person, even though you weren't meant to be with them, the other person that you were with could have been going through something as well. And that had you met them earlier, you wouldn't have been ready, you know, like they would have been dealing with something. So it's like, I needed all that time for whoever I was really meant to be with was learning something as well. So maybe through our battles, we would learn how to love each other. Oh my gosh. And then get married. Oh gosh. That's how we were pretty much talking today. I do that voice, and then we'll get married. Oh, I miss her already. She was so fun to just joke like that with. But anyway, let me go get a headband or something of the sort. Ah, where are you, headband? Oh, there you are. Found you. I found it. It's okay, guys. We're okay. I found it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's crazy. Okay, where was I? So yeah. This shirt is really awkward. It's crooked and it, wrong way. Bothers me. It must be centered. What's wrong with me? I have to, like, oh my gosh, if I see frames at people's houses, I'm just like, that's crooked. Fix it now. And I had one of my friends, I'm like, they're crooked. I can't stand it. I can't look at it. And if I ever take a photo crooked, I'm just like, okay, let's get the ruler tool. And then, anyway, I won't talk Photoshop. This is not a photography YouTube. Moving on. So yeah, she was just sharing, like, her thoughts on that. Like, we're both, like, saying, yeah, you know, like, you go through your something, and then, if the person you were actually meant to be with, even though you were distracted by this other person, well, that person could have taught you what you needed, what you didn't need, and what you desired and what you didn't desire, and someone to, even if it's someone to compare it to, like, look at this person, and then now there's this other person, and this other person's going to make a big difference, because the way this one hurt you, this one won't, you know. I mean, every human being's going to get hurt, whatever, but that's why we need something beyond just a human being. And to me, that is having God and having Him as a person who will always love you, no matter what, and get you through the things. Because a human being is going to make a mistake. And, you know, and I don't like to hurt people, but if it ever happens, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. and I'm like the most honest person I know. It's kind of horrible sometimes. I'm just like, I can't hold it in. I just have to tell you. Oh my gosh. And that was how I was. Like, I mean, that's in me making music. Sometimes music is dangerous because I will literally say what's on my mind because I'm just like, I have to get it out. If I actually made a song like that, I just have to get it out because you've grown inside of me and I love you. That's not how it went. Obviously, I would not sing like a man. Okay. Obviously, I'm affected by the friendship today, so I'm acting extra weird, but that's okay, because that's who I am. If you don't like who I am, then you should just back off. But yeah. Anyway, serious. Yeah, so, like, those were the things that we were talking about on the way back. That's what was going on. I'm just like, you know, everything that I went through was just all set up, you know, to prepare me for something better, and yeah. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna trust that the one who comes along, that I get along with, is gonna be okay. It'll have its purpose. And, but that's not my focus. That's not my main focus. Like, that's like the human part of me is just like, oh dear, what do I do? But the other part is just like, either way, I've been happy. And it's not, oh, look, I got a boyfriend, guys, I'm so happy. That's not what made me happy. Like, that didn't happen, you know. If that happened, I would have been like, oh dear, I don't even know them. Because, I mean, I just got my mind off of one person, and then, like, once it was done, like, how on earth would I have one that fast? So, you know, like, that wasn't my reason or anything. My reason was God genuinely made me happy, and I did not need a person or something else. But after all this happens, it's just like, I could, you know, it'd be cool, like a little extra added plus sign. But yeah, I'm just talking about this with my friends, so everything just gonna fall into place. And I just need to stop thinking about it, that's all. It's a good thing that I'm very picky. Because, yeah, I'm not just made for just anyone. I don't see myself as that, you know. If I'm going to be with someone someday, it's going to be someone who will actually look at me as, hey, Stephanie, you're Stephanie. I like you just the way you are, you know? Not like someone like, oh, this chick's freaking hot, like, I just want to date her. We should go on a date. Can I have your number? I know we just met, but it's fine. It's crazy. Like, why would I do that, you know? So, that's why I'm picky, so that someone has to work really hard to get to me, really hard. If they're not willing to work really hard, then bye. course, they probably wouldn't have to work as hard if I'm like, I kind of like you too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just everything that I've been talking to with my friends mixed together, only ours is more serious. I mean, serious. How is ours more serious? Ours is more silly, so. But, back to the God thing, he's the one who loved me first, and he's the one who brought me out of everything, and he has given me a massive amount of hope, and he has placed in my heart and mind and everything happiness that, like, I can't even explain, because, like I said, like, I don't have anything to say, like, I got accepted into the college I wanted to go to, you know, I mean, I don't care to go to college, because it's very inconvenient for me, so it's like, I'm doing what I'm doing already, so, and that's photography. I don't make as much money, and I can't really live on my own, but I'm happy. But I do desire to go further in it. I'm stuck here. So once I get unstuck here, somehow it'll work. I have the faith. But anyway, I didn't need anything like physically happening around me or something like that to bring the happiness. And so the genuine happiness that God had for me has to come first. And I found it, and it's so, you know, it's a relief. This is my resting time. I just feel like I can finally sit down and be like, I can go to bed without worrying or crying or thinking, okay, once it's over, it'll be fine. You know, it's just like, it's over, Stephanie. Be excited. And so that's my day 7, is I end with, well, it hasn't ended yet, actually. Apparently my nights are very much more, like, after I make these videos and then I go and lay in bed or whatever I do, and then it ends more like that. That's my alone time. I haven't had alone time today. Excuse me. That's horrible. I'm, like, trying not to, like, I can't breathe. I had too much soda. It's actually, my body's hating me for it right now, and it's just like, that sounds bad. That's not what's happening. What's happening is just the stomach is like, oh, Stephanie, I don't like that soda. I'm like, I'm so sorry. So sorry. But, yes, I need to stop drinking soda. I do. I need someone to tell me to stop and make me feel extremely guilty over it. And then I will drink water and juice for the rest of my life. I love water and juice, though. Anyway. So, yeah. My night has not ended, but this is my video. And after this, I'm probably gonna vlog here and there. Maybe if something huge happens, I'll, like, vlog about it. But this one I was purposely doing each night, so. Yeah. I am excited for the unknown. I don't know what to say for it, but I feel better. I feel like God also put people in my life to remind me, hey, Stephanie, you are still special. So I feel, like, better, you know. I mean, people were actually looking at me like, I'm so glad you're my friend. And it's just like, oh my gosh, when I was little, like, I always felt like no one liked me, and you like me, and, like, I like that. So, yeah, I mean, I dealt with the fear of losing people because I lost so many best friends to moving away. And, I mean, 3 or 4 in a row just moved away. And so I think that's what kind of made, during my battle, it's like it kind of added to it. Like, I had that fear of losing a person, you know. So my main cry would be like, I just don't like the idea of losing them, and I don't. And so I know that was just something that I was so affected by as a kid, and always, like, fearing like someone's not gonna like me because of my personality, or that there's gonna be something wrong with me. And I've been able to overcome a lot of that. I mean, I don't feel as much as I did before, you know. I mean, maybe here and there I'll, like, feel like I'm annoying someone, and then that will get me feeling bleh about myself, but it's not as bad or anything. So I've been able to deal with it, but lately it's like through my happiness, I have no reason to even put anyone down at all, and I have no intention to, but sometimes when you're sad, you can feel like, I don't feel like it. You can treat someone a little unfair because you're moody, you know, and, or you're just down in a not so great stage, and I know that has affected me kind of in you know, the past with people, but now it's like, I want to show everyone, look, guys, be excited, because that has so far has been helping some people out, and I'm glad. I really am. Really, I'm glad. I'm just so excited for you. I just like this shirt. I just do. I just feel like a popular kid in it. Guys, check my shirt, I'm popular. Anyway, it's because it has stars on it. Luckily, it's not like an American flag or anything. No offense, I just don't like the style. It's just gray and white with stars. Okay, Stephanie Ann from the past. I mean, future. Oh my gosh. How am I talking to my Stephanie Ann from the past? My Stephanie Ann? Apparently I claimed myself. It's my Stephanie Ann, you get your own. You get your own. Where'd you get my headphones? They look orange. Oh, my white balance is off. These look orange. It's supposed to be red. My eyes see red, just so you know. Anyway, oh, this is orange. Does it look red? Oh, no, that looks more yellowish orange, but it's actually, no, I don't know. You can see. Anyway. Well, let's see what day 8 brings, even though well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to just suddenly be a different person after this, but it's been nice to purposely document each day, and now I can look at day 1 and be like, okay, how was I on day 1? And I can also shower, and then I can upload this, which is probably going to take like 10 years. Sorry, I'm just overly excited for this, for God knows why, but just news, just Stephanie Ann. I was tagged in a post by a Nathan Lindley that he sent a package, and I'm excited. And I'm pretty sure when it comes, I'm going to scream. Which is what I usually do. I'm like, oh my. That's how it's gonna go when the package comes. And the guy delivering it's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Just give me the box and no one gets hurt. I take it. Or, assuming it's a really big box. Like, as big as this screen, you know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming it's really big. I'm hoping that it contains, like, a lot of stuff. And awesome stuff. And, like, an entire tree from the United Kingdom, because that's what I want. It's a tree. I just want a tree. Oh my gosh, a cloud. Like, a cloud. Just send me a cloud. I need that cloud above me to block the sunlight so I don't get burnt, because as you know, I'm not a fan of getting burnt. The sun is my enemy. As beautiful as it is, and as helpful as it is, and I depend on it for my photography. I don't know why that was in an accent, but I need the cloud to shade me from the sun, plus I need it in my photos when I jump. Wee! 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 Anyway. Anyway, I was just excited over that, because I've never actually, no one's ever sent me a box, and I never thought to send anyone a box, so it was kind of my first time doing that, and somehow we did, so I don't know how that happened, but it just did, and I'm excited. And I wrote it on my calendar, it says, Nathan sent the package, so he better have. I'm not sure if I know he watched the other video, but either way. Because these are really long. Anyone who sits through these has no life. Or they genuinely are interested in what I'm going through. And if so, thanks for sticking around. We should be best friends. Also, another thing that Stephanie needs to know. You just began your next album, and you titled it, and you already made the album cover, and you already really like it, and it's called Miraculous. And it's complete opposite of the last album, which was called I Cannot, which was all black and everything. And this one's white and red, and you're smiling, and you're wearing red. And yeah, and here is song number 1. Number 2 is going to be called Miraculous, because this thing that I used to do is number 2 is the title of the album cover, of the album. And so I always made a song based off of that album. Usually I already had the song and then I just used it. This time I actually don't have a song called Miraculous, but it's going to be a challenge to make it. Guess I'm going opposite this time, and I'm choosing titles first. So here's a quickie. Oh my gosh, this is the next. That's number 1. This one is special because I'm going to work really hard on it. So yeah, it's a mixture of my life, but inspired by someone else's life and their quotes. So, but it's a surprise. And, oh my gosh, I'll show you the last part. Oh, chorus. That's the last part. And, oh, I already did, I pretty much have a whole rough draft out, but it's, like, kind of choppy. Like, one part just, like, automatically, suddenly, it's, like, totally different. And I'm, like, I'm trying to figure out a good transition. But it's hard because it's not like I can do custom drums. I'm just using drums on the program. And I wanted drums to add like that upbeat, yay! But I don't know. So that's what's going on right now is, I'm starting a new album and I'm excited. And I might make a song tonight, but I'm not sure. I should go to bed, but I don't really want to. But I should. My to-do list. Oh my gosh. Well, tomorrow's a nothing day. Let me check my calendar. Friday. Oh, that's right. I don't do stuff on Fridays. Or Saturdays, or Sundays, or Mondays, or Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, or Thursdays, or... Every time I turn my head, I hear something happening. I don't like that. Anyway. Okay, Stephanie Ann from the future. I just said it right this time. I just hope... Talking to Stephanie Ann here. Stephanie Ann, I know you're there. I hope you know exactly where you're supposed to go in life, because I sure as heck don't. But I don't even know, like, can I get happier? I'm sure I can. And I'm just like, what's gonna happen? Can you tell what color my eyes are? Because sometimes they look brown, but they're actually brown with green. Which I think is cool, because my sister got the boring brown eyes, and I got, like, cool green around it, because my dad has, like, hazel eyes. I think something like that, or, like, green eyes or something. I'm not sure. I think it's green. I don't know. But I got the green, so I was like, yay! Anyway. Because brown eyes are kind of boring, you know? So adding that cool... What does this matter? I don't know. They always look brown in photos, so whatever. But the point is, it's hot. I'm so hot. I'm like burning up. I don't want to be in California. It's so hot. And I just keep on talking. I haven't reached a half hour yet. It's a half-hour marathon. Wait, marathon. Okay, before I go. This is where I want to live. Somewhere that has clouds more often than a plain blue sky. Because plain blue sky gets so boring when it's every single day. And it's like, where are you, clouds? The sun is harsh, and I need you to help me out. So, some clouds. And maybe snow occasionally, or at least snow nearby. Because it's kind of far from me. I have to go to the mountains, but I never drive, so like I don't see snow that often. So snow, because that'd be cool for photos. And then like warm weather, it doesn't have to be extremely cold, but I love overcast. I love the rain. I love every season, and fall, especially fall. I was born in the fall, so that makes it awesome. And like that, those are the things that I'm just like, I just need a place that like has every season, but instead of like two, because here it's like you get summer, you get winter, and I'm like, where's fall and spring? It's like tiny, like a week long in there, because they just, winter like will last for like ever, and the next thing you know it's summer, and I'm like, well, what happened to spring? That's how it feels. April is my favorite weather month now, I decided, because I had the most successful photos in April, because it rains sometimes, and then other times it's just cloudy, and then other times it's like randomly warm. I'm like, what the heck? At least it is here, you know, but that's the only month that it does that, and then the rest of the year is like poop. But, and then in winter it doesn't snow or anything here, but it gets cold, but that's okay, because then I get to wear sweaters and jackets, and I love sweaters and jackets, and I love scarves and being warm, and I'm just like, I get to be warm. And now it's like girls walking around in like camis, you know, just the things you're supposed to wear under a shirt, and like really short shorts, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, cover yourself up. And I'm just like, ew. So that's California girls. I may be a California girl, but I sure as heck not gonna walk around just stowing off my stuff. Hey guys, check out my stomach since I'm in Save Mart buying some groceries at this awesome Save Mart supermarkets. Oh my gosh. Like, why would I go in? Okay, I should just, after this, just complain in videos about short girls who just decide to just throw themselves out there. Before I go, though, maybe I should make another video. I should put on Facebook. I will complain on Facebook. Just kidding. I have a bite. I just licked it. It's all wet. I just lick myself all the time.